All right, here we are. Good morning, Vietnam. It's 11:22:22, 11:22:34:56 o'clock. The year of this year. Yep, this is the one. How you doing? Pretty good. Read it. Motherfucking bing bang bong sideways maneuver leg on the desk. How goes it? How fares it? For myself, amazing. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I'm back. Where'd I go? Nowhere. Here, kind of. Maybe I left. Maybe I didn't. I'm back with another thing. Another little tidbit of fucking the little tidbit, little daily tittle. This one's gonna be about. This one's about video games and the mental philosophy. I don't pre-think these things or pre-write. I'm predisposed. We're gonna talk about it another time. So, video games. Played video games basically forever. So I was a small boy, dude. It's cool. You disappear into foreign lands and defeat the enemies, cooperate with the teammates. Are a beautiful thing, very nice thing. But relatively recently, within the last couple of years, I think I came to see the experience that I got, or certain mechanisms within video games. I started to apply things that made sense to me through that to regular world things. I looked at stuff through the lens of the video games, and it helped me in ways. Maybe that's something that could be interesting to other people. So that's what we're gonna go with. One thing when I was younger, I remember I fundamentally thought that there was different kind of types of people. And this is kind of very video game influenced in a negative sense, you might say, where there was, there's roles in games or attributes or characteristics. When you make a character, when you play a thing, there's a tank or a support, right? Or a carry. Or there's a strength, agility, intelligence. And in a more narrow understanding of things, through video games, I had this misconception that there was a strong person was fundamentally not a smart person, or that agility wasn't strength, or that a carry wasn't a tank, or things like that, It's just that's the world and that makes a little bit more sense when you're a kid in the high schooly days and elementary schooly days, the jocks are very much the jock kind of people, and the nerds very much the nerds kind of people, and these are cliques, and these ideas are reinforced just in the day-to-day kind of cafeteria kind of shit, at least in some situations. Funny enough, from when I was a younger punk, I kind of didn't necessarily belong in any one thing, so I kind of was cool with all thing a little bit. I had friends of all shapes and sizes, and creeds or whatever the fucking other thing is. You know what I mean? So, but I still had this more rigid thing. So I was I guess I leaned more in the nerdier direction, and I kind of just stuck with that. And it was I'm not gonna lift weights. That's not for me. I'm not gonna do sports shit. I mean, I did some stuff, but it was always like kind of stuff I had to do. It was either the parents kind of threw me into it when I was a kid to martial arts and some hockey, and did a basketball camp once, played some tennis and shit. It was there in the background, but it didn't feel like it was for me. It felt like it was for like a different character kind of thing. You know, this was the wrong kind of stuff. And when I got older, I kind of broke that like paradigm a little bit. I saw that there's these things overlap and they inter fucking lace. You know what I mean? There's a person lifting weights. There's a lot of fucking thinking and technique and fucking science and fucking. There's discipline and there's a intelligence in a mind body connection way, but also in like a building fucking routines and regimens. And this person lifting weights isn't a dumb motherfucker. They're smart in like a lot of fucking ways. They just might not be the conventional kind of like book smart dude. And like a lot of really sick fucking people are super well rounded and cool in a bunch of different ways, and that's like it's awesome. They're fucking it's sick, and they could like take positives from one way of being and kind of try and apply it to others and this and that. And I thought that was cool. So I got some other thought kind of popped into the fucking brain space and it distracted me. You're trying to I get that. You ever that thing ever happen where you're thinking and then you're thinking something else? You ever do that? You ever do that thing where you think the wrong thing sometimes, and then you try to think back to the thing, but then the other thing was just kind of. You ever do that thing? I do that thing a lot, actually. What was I talking about? Yes. Stats. Characters. Yeah. So this one game, it's fucking cool. Played it a lot. Way too much. Wait, fuck you. I liked it. I still do. Fuck you. Fuck you again, actually. Maybe not enough. Dota 2, it's called. Sick game. And it's like a puzzle, like a weird complex puzzle, that game. There's like 120 characters. Each character has minimum four abilities, between 4 and like 20 abilities on one dude. Yeah, there's a dude that has like 20 abilities, so that wasn't even calculated. Anyways, you got 6 item slots, 3 backpack slots, a neutral item slot. It's like 150 fucking items. Every time as you're playing the game, your guy levels up, and you pick the points that you level up. So there's skill builds, which adds complexity to like those abilities. Isn't just a thing. The abilities level up at different points throughout the game, and you have to pick the leveling. There's a talent tree, and there's items that modify abilities and things that move you around and fucking move other people around and do all kinds of fucking wacky, crazy shit. And there's heroes that work better with other heroes that are better against other heroes. In like a kind of black and white kind of sense. Some abilities are just counters to others. But then there's ways to play when you're in an advantageous or disadvantageous situation, or ways to kind of fake out the other team, or ways to put yourself in places, or kind of bait people around, and ways to play different phases of the game, ways to build with your team, build against the other team. A little bit of luck in the mix, a little bit of spice, a little bit of APM, little actions per minute kind of situation. But the whole thing is just this weird puzzle with all these pieces moving around all the time, and it's 5 people versus 5 people. And the map's like alive, and there's neutral creeps and little fucking animals moving around all the time, and fucking there's a boss dude. It's wacky and wild. And And yeah, there's different heroes, you know? And like, or even like the more conventional RPGs with the stats and things. You're the player of the game, you know what I mean? You're the dude that picks the hero. You draft. You play for the game that you want to play, you know? And as the real person, as the dude in the real world, you're not stuck to any fucking stats neither, dude. You're your hero in your fucking game. Know what I mean? You solve your own fucking weird, complex puzzles, item buildings and teammates and attacks and shit. Maybe you were super, super duper, really, really good at playing a support. But motherfucker, it's carry time, dude. It is carry season. You're gonna start maining some weird motherfuckers. You're changing up your play style. You're gonna have to lane with different motherfuckers. You're gonna have to move around the map differently. You have to develop new habits, different timings, different strategies, different ways to play your game. And you could. Because you are what you do. You know what I mean? This is kind of like the gist of all this fucking waste of time kind of rant shit. I got distracted. I apologize. But just sum it up down to fucking real nice and tidy. You are what you do, you know? And that means that who you are, can always change. Just gotta start doing something else. I was a guy that never lifted weights. Then I became a guy that lifted weights. You know what changed that? I lifted weights. That's it, dude. Yeah. Then you start, and you get count on one hand how many times you're like, oh, I lifted a weight one time. I did a gym. The second time I ever been to a gym. Yo, went to a gym 3 times. That's all right. Whatever. How many times have I been to a gym now? 4 times? Okay. You know what this machine means. You know, I get a little idea of this and that one. 5 time. Before you know it, it's not a number anymore. You don't. When you lose track, then it's just you. Now you're just a person that goes to the gym. You could be a person that eats healthy. You could be a person that cooks for themselves. You could be a person that, I don't know, does other fucking shit. You could be an artiste, dude. You could be a music person. You could be a photographer, a fucking rock climber, a goat herder, dude. I don't know what to tell you. But you are what you do. And you're not stuck to the first play style that kind of appealed. You don't have to play that one hero in every patch. Maybe a maxed strength for a whole chunk of time. But you're still leveling up, motherfucker. Start putting points in intelligence. See what happens. Start putting points. Fucking what's that other one? Constitution. Start writing. Become a government. Become ungovernable. Be constipated. Start doing heroin. Get constipated. Just fuck your shit up real. Just do bad things. As long as you have the hit points to survive it and escape. That's not, I don't know. Play you are what you do. You just do the thing that becomes what you is. Don't look at like the mountains, you know, of like the tip that you're like, what is that? Look at that super fucking good at this person. Or look at that. Wow, crazy success and that. And look at me, I'm a fucking here, dude. That's not gonna happen. That's impossible. Look at that. What's that? That's impossible. But no, you just do the little, you just lift the weight that time. Like, is yeah, lift weight? Yes, no, yes. Lift weight? Yes, no, yes. Lift weight? Yes, no, no. Lift weight? Yes, no, yes. And eventually, ba bang bang. You're a mountain man with the rest of them. You're not stuck. You're not hard stuck in any build. Every game's winnable. Everything works. Not true. Try it anyways. You are what you do. You are what you eat. So be a pussy. Thanks for asking. Hell yeah, brother.